Hello and welcome back to Elden Wyrm, episode 23. It's time to finish off Stormveil Castle. So let's start it off with a boss fight and then explore just the last bit. So we have a summon sign here for Nephili and...
Whoa, wait, hold on.
Okay, this is new. Are you talking?
Yes, I'm talking now.
What do you want?
I want a handicap.
Okay, so...
No
what?
Nephili, just me and maybe an Ash.
Just you and Oleg?
No Oleg, we're using Aurelio instead.
Right. So... anything else?
If I win in 5 attempts or less, I want a real voice next time I speak.
Okay, deal. That sounds fair. This is new. Well, you heard her. That's how this is gonna go down. So, making a few changes. Right. Anything else? Yeah, that should about cover it. Okie dokie.
Mighty dragon, thou'rt a true-born heir. Lend me thy strength, O kindred. Deliver me unto greater heights. Well. Lowly tarnished. Plain as a lord. I command thee kneel! I am the lord of all that is golden.
Wow. Okay, we got the rough off. Ooh, get out of the way. Wait, did we get any... Oh! Okay.
Truest of dragons.
Oh no.
Lend me thy strength.
Okay, so that's the thing that he's doing. Woo! Right. Oh, he got me. Huh. Wow, we got him in one. I guess I really do need to get her a voice.
And one day, we'll return together to our home, bathed in rays of gold.
We got a Great Rune. Great Runes you receive by defeating Shardbearers have lost their beneficial power. However, the power can be restored at the Divine Towers throughout the lands between. See the description of each Great Rune to discover which Divine Tower you should visit. So we got Godric's Great Rune and Remembrance of the Crafted. And yeah, good job Aurelia! Holy shit! Sylvie was right. Should use Aurelia more often. She tanked hits like a champ and distracted him. And, yeah. We didn't need Nephili's help at all. And here I thought, you know, like, okay, I'll use Aurelia just for the funsies because we're gonna have a big, powerful melee summon, but plans change, and I'm thinking like, okay, this boss, we're probably gonna die and do some Ga-metal stuff, and nope, we are grossly overpowered. Grossly overpowered. And Godric the Crafted is, after all, kind of the runt of the family. He is a descendant of Godfrey, Godwyn, etc. But he's kind of a loser. That's also the Mimic Veil.
What a pathetic excuse for a lord you were. Craven to the bone. Pushing me about like that, and after all that grafting, where did that get you? Look down on me, would ya? Godric, you filthy slug. Feel it, feel it, feel my bloody wrath.
Somebody had a grudge. No wonder you helped us get into the castle.
Oh. Hello there. This weasel was... Godric was always looking down on me. He got what he bloody deserved thanks to you. I tell you though, what goes around comes around. He had an ugly heart, an uglier countenance, and met the ugliest of ends, eh?
As you will, Muttley. Ooh, what do you sell? Stormhawk feathers. Bandit garb. Cestus. A few neat things, but nothing amazing. So yeah. As I was saying, Godric is kind of the runt of the family. That's why when he was driven out to use the Mimic Veil to disguise himself, to not get caught, he was weaseling around and fled to this castle, Stormveil, to be able to protect himself against the forces of Leyndell. And jealous of the power of the other demigods, he started grafting. He started literally just stealing the power of other people for himself. By cutting off their limbs and attaching them to his body. And then when he got the dragon corpse, well, you saw what happened in the second phase there. It's his throne. Big throne for a very little man. And yeah, like, despite how big he seemed, most of that wasn't, after all, his flesh. Most of that was stolen. So, oh well, this leads to the exit of Stormveil. Was it the... No, yeah, no, it's here. Whoop. Slide down. A Shabriri grape. That looks like, you know, the yellow ember is one that isn't, well, like, yeah, an eyeball that ripened and burst. Shabiri grape clearly is also an eyeball, but one that's still intact. A yellow oozing eyeball of the infirm. The surface is shriveled and the inside is squishy, not unlike a large, overly ripe grape. Give to the blind maiden to guide her to distant light. Maiden, dear maiden, where are you? Please take my grapes. Oh well. Welcome to Wyrm, the second major country, so to speak. After Limgrave and the Weeping Peninsula, this is generally where you go next. Wyrm of the Lakes. Isn't it effing gorgeous? All the way over there. And then if you go through Wyrm, past that, you can go to the Altus Plateau. With Mount Gelmir, the Altus Plateau, and then the Royal City of Leindel. For now though, kind of looking around here a bit. Because there should be a grace around here somewhere. Yes, there is. There it is. And oh! Have we met before?
Hello? Is someone there? My name is Hayata, and I'm journeying in search of the distant light. If I might be so bold as to ask, would you donate any Shabriri grapes in your possession to me? My eyesight has been weak since birth, you see. I can't tell which way I'm supposed to go next, but when I eat one of those grapes, I can feel a distant light in the back of my eyes. It will lead me to my true duty as a finger maiden.
Well, she's asking for it.
Oh, many thanks to you. Now I can feel the distant light once more. You are most kind indeed. May the blessing of the fingers be upon you.
Right.
You are most kind indeed. May the blessing of the
Okay. Well, that's a thing. That's a thing that just happened. But as I said, we're not done yet. We aren't done yet with Stormveil. There's still more secrets. More secrets to Stormveil Castle. So, speaking of the secrets of Stormveil Castle, let's go meet somebody that knows about the secrets of Stormveil Castle. Huh? No, not you. Hey, Roger, what are you sitting there and... Your hat is turned down, man. Way too far.
Ah, we meet again after all. I apologize for any offense given by my bearing, but I'm quite unable to move, you see. So, what do you need?
Well, I've defeated Godric.
Ah, you defeated Godric and claimed yourself a great rune. Looks like we both got what we wanted out of Stormveil, didn't we? Well done, friend. Something to mark the occasion. Go on, take it.
Oh, a rapier.
As you might have guessed, I still can't move. My fighting days are behind me. No need to be polite. I've no use for it anymore.
Hey, you know about D?
Ah, so you've met D. D is an old friend. We found ourselves journeying together for a time, bound by our exploration of death. but our paths have since diverged, never again to cross. Though that's hardly an uncommon fate for two friends.
Also, why are there bugs flying around you, and why are there black deathroot roots coming out from beneath the blanket of yours? Not a fan. Not a fan.
Did you need something else? Are you acquainted with a man named Roger? You know, the piteous fellow hiding away on the balcony.
Yes, I am.
He was a formidable spellblade in times past. Don't let his easy air deceive you. He was wise beyond his years, stout of heart and clear of mind. No more, though. You see him now, ravaged by thorns, muttering and rambling, like he's half dead already. I can't stomach to watch. Take well the lesson, friend. That's how you end up when seduced by those who live in death. When grace is sullied, it rots people from the inside, breaks them.
Yeah. Speaking of those who live in death, how about those who lie with death? Maybe Fia has something for us.
I am pleased to see you again. Would you like me to hold you once more?
Yes.
Now, come closer. You are so very warm.
Ah, talk in secret?
I was known as a deathbed companion. Where I come from, after I received the warmth and lively vigor from a number of champions, I lay with the remains of an exalted noble. To grant him another chance at life, to do so is the purpose of my being. But before I could bear the noble into new life, I was awakened by the guidance of grace and chased from my birthplace. Pray, be kind. Despite all that, I still wish to be a deathbed companion. So please, let me hold you like this, as often as it takes. Then good day to you, my dear.
Right. Well, clearly there's more stuff going on with all the, well, death stuff. Let's clear that up. And then, as I said, we're heading back to Stormveil. There's more to Stormveil still. Actually, there's two major things to do in Stormveil still. This might not be the last episode yet. Depends on how quickly we go through this. Right. Go past our friends who live in jars. Well, it's a little dark, isn't it? Let's turn on the lantern. Whoop! Walk along this gutter. Whoop! Have a look around here. Ow! Okay. Hello, sir! Oh! Crap! Oh! He can also do dragon breathing stuff. Oh! Oh, you are a tough cookie, sir. But not tough enough. What were you guys guarding down here anyway? A lump of flesh. Really? That's it? That's what you guys were guarding here? Okay. Sure. Alright. Time for the real business. Another smithing stone too. That's the good stuff. This seems like a place where there's stuff around corners. Yep. I was expecting hostile stuff, but I'll take treasure. Hello, lads. Oh, by the way. That guy's literally just chucking rocks at me. Oh. Bunch of silly buggers. Oh. Well. Tower shield. I hear one more guy. No? Oh, there you are. There we go. Strange glowing message. Surely what you seek is somewhere close by. Smithing stone 3. Well, okay, Roger. You're telling me to go this way. Very well. Ah, yeah. People dropping off the ledge there trying to grab that golden rune. That's hilarious. Rainbow stones. And a shortcut back to the Grace. Might as well tag it. There we go. Now then. Can we one-shot these bats if we hit them in the head? Yes, yes we can. Can I get a clear shot at that one though? There we go. Clear that up. Materia leaf. Yum, 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 yum. Useful for making those exalted flesh thingies. Well, what a dark, dreary, sinister place this is. Smithing stone 2. Golden rune. And rats in the rubble. Over jump. I see you. Oh. Golden rune 3. Neat. What? Poison bloom. Hello. Rancor call. Is that a spell or an incantation? I forgot. It's a spell, a sorcery, so it needs a staff. But it requires some faith. Summons vengeful spirits that chase down foes. Bloodstains and items. Yeah, we know what time it is. Oh, I wish I could summon here, but I can't. Aye. Come at me, bro! Does that work? Do you rot? Yes, you do. Personally, I think this thing is harder than Godric. Oh shit! At least I've died more often to this one. You remember my trouble with him in the hero grave. Oh! And yeah, it feels like I'm absolutely... Yeah, there we go! He only hit me once! Wow. That is the best I've ever done on that one. Seriously. By a mile. Oh. Hey man, this place is pretty spooky. But we can see the clear sky up above. We can see the boughs of the Earth tree. But we're so deep in the bowels of the castle, it might as well be underground. Strange rafts of some sort, filled with bones, and then... Oh dear. Deathroot. Deathroot everywhere. Lots and lots of deathroot spreading out from this face. This eyeless, dark face. Massive, enormous, colossal head. Something grotesque and horrible. The Prince of Death's postule. Yeah. So, wait, where is it? Ah, yeah, of course, it's here. A fetid pustule taken from facial flesh raises vitality. It said that this pustule came from the visage of the Prince of Death. Who used to be called Godwyn, As first dead of the demigods, it said he's buried deep under the capital at the Earth Tree's roots. And now that is a really big mystery. Nobody, as far as I know, can explain why Godwyn's face is here. And it's because it can't be Godwyn's face, because Godwyn, as that text suggests, is buried beneath the capital. And yet this is also his face, and it's spreading the death root. Godwyn is the headless demigod, the first of the dead, he who used to be called the Golden. And his influence is here, deep underneath Limgrave, is an effigy of his. Yeah. Fortunately, there's a way out. Man, look at that. It's so weird the way that it's kind of flattened and spread out. But this one's extra weird because it's eyeless. There are other places where you can find that face, but usually it has eyes. After all, the eyes are kind of a thing. Like every single time you encounter Deathroot, there are eyes growing out of the Deathroot. But not this face. Maybe something or someone plucked out the eyes. Oh well. Here is an opening I remember. Remember when I jumped down to the courtyard and said that this place is usually an exit? Well, if you don't want to fight that ulcerated tree spirit, but you do want to grab the pustule of death and see the face, you could just, from up there, jump onto that tree, and from the tree jump into this passage, and then take the ladder down. And you don't have to fight the ulcerated tree spirit. Otherwise, you know, we're back here again. And yet, even now, we're not entirely done. We're not entirely done with Stormveil. There's one more thing to do. One more thing to do. And it's going to require a little bit of a... Ooh, hold on a second before we do anything else. We've got a lot of runes. Probably enough for 2 level ups? At least 1. Maybe 2. Well, let's get some more faith. Yeah, we're just shy of a second. Here, hold on a second. We'll just pop... We'll pop a 5. Is that enough? I think we'll pop 4 small ones. There we go. That should be enough. There we go. Get another point of faith. We can get some more dragon incantations. Anyway, right. I'm just gonna play some music and speed through this bit. So, yeah, I decided to just keep it going with that lion. But that lion, it's not a boss, but it doesn't respawn. It's not a non-respawning enemy, at least. It easily could have served as a boss, if you ask me. That thing is pretty tough. And there, I definitely got a lot of benefit out of poisoning it. It had a lot of health. Anyway, we're now leaving Stormveil again. But we're on this bridge. Got the Bolt Drake Talisman. Another Drake Talisman against specific damage, in this case lightning. So yeah, this area is annoying. We can't mount up here. Still counts as indoors. But here's the sneaky bit. There are 3 golems. Oh! I could... Oh! Well, but the nice thing about the golems is they do a certain amount of friendly fire. Oh! Problem is, 2 of the golems are melee and 1 of them is ranged. But here's a neat trick. You can use the ranged one against the 2 melee ones. And he'll make it significantly easier. Woo! I do mean easier and not easy. Those are 2 different things. Ow! Ow! There we go. Grounded again. Why am I not getting the execute? Okay. Well, shit! Okay, well, execute it on my behalf, I guess. Thank you, giant archer guy. There we go. And then you use the decorative pillars to close in on him. Wait for the shot. Run to the next pillar. Actually, I think we can just run all the way. Yeah, we can run all the way. And then run up to his chest. Stab. There we go. This is also the best place to farm the golems if you want their weapons, because yes, you can get their weapons to drop. Obviously, you'll get miniature versions, not the full-size ones. Well, with the broken bridge, thankfully somebody installed a teleporter. That's very sweet of them. Takes us all the way out here. Whoop! From here to here. That's a good teleporter. I spy with my little eye murder birds. These ones are wild. No blades on the feet. Thank you for donating a feather. There we go. And then there's another murder bird and another murder bird. Which, like wolves, they're most dangerous in groups. Ah! Or just when engaged sloppily. And we still can't mount here. Oh well. I do believe that there was one more treasure to grab here. And more flight pinions, which are useful for crafting fletched arrows. Stormhawk feather. There we go. Lots and lots of feathers for lots and lots of arrows. But now, let's go to that tower. It's a little foggy out. From here we have a good view of Caelid though. And not that my computer will render much at this distance. See the Caelid Arena, Caelid's Divine Tower, the Temple of Gurrank, the Beast Clergyman. A mysterious Divine Tower there out in the ocean. There's another Divine Tower over there. With mountains from beyond the capital over there. Keep going. Let's see, is it here? Yeah, here we're looking down on Limgrave. It's too misty right now to see properly. See in the distance there is Castle Morn from the Weeping Peninsula. And here, oh dear, a corpse of the Two Fingers. Yeah, they look certainly rather dead. And the power of the Great Rune. Godric's Great Rune. So now we have the power of a Great Rune. Oh! Perfect timing, I guess. Now, you might be asking yourself, what the heck does a Great Rune even do? Well, I'll tell you. First need to go down to a Grace. Here we go. Great Runes. We can equip Great Runes. In this case, Godric's Great Rune. Raises all attributes. And you equip it, and it doesn't appear to do anything. We have the same attributes we always do. 30 Vigor, 17 Mind, etc, etc. Some of those stats are of course boosted because of Radagon's Scar Seal. But, or Sore Seal, sorry. But, what happens if we use... Do we have one? Actually, do we... Oh. I don't think we have one. Makes sense, I guess they wouldn't give you one. There's a specific item that you need to activate a Great Rune. So we currently have it equipped, but it doesn't do anything until activated. Once we have one, one of the items that we need, I'll show you. But there is one final thing, I guess. One little tale. One final thing that I should do this episode, because it just won't fit neatly into the next one. Which is that we have a great rune. How do people react?
Ah, you appear to be doing well. Very good. Well then, would you like to learn an
You don't really have a specific reaction for me, do you? You don't care? Your doors are closed? Fine. Be that way. But you know what's neat? These doors are now open. And oh my. The two fingers. And they're alive this time. Though they look pretty badly worn. And hello, miss.
Are you that new tarnished?
I am.
You've done well. I am Enya, the Finger Reader. I interpret the words of the fingers, envoys to the greater will. Look there. The fingers tremble to welcome you, Shardbearer. Let their wisdom wash over you.
Great Elden Ring, root of the Golden Order, anchor of all lands, giver of grace, wellspring of all joy. Until it was shattered, the tragic corruption of the Order has taken its toll. Across the realm, life lies in ruin, fallen to pieces. Foul curses and misery spread, unabating. But the greater will has not abandoned the realm, nor the life that inhabits it. So it is that the tarnished are guided by grace, called to act. Brave tarnished, your great rune is a handsome shard of the Elden Ring. Seek another of its kind to become Elden Lord and restore the Golden Order.
Let the words of the fingers guide you. Well, I see. A remembrance of gold has found its way into your possession. Demigods and even the creator of the champions are hewn by the Earth Tree upon their end into remembrances. They are valuable indeed. These remembrances yet house the power of their former masters. And should you wish to wield that same power, well, I will lend you the strength of the fingers. Do not recoil from my offer. The fingers guide us all. And you, tarnished, you are here to take, are you not?
So, receive the power of remembrance. So this is basically how it works. When you defeat a powerful boss, a special boss, like say Godric, you gain a remembrance. You can trade this remembrance either for a crap ton of runes, which to me is kind of a waste, or you can take one of their signature weapons or abilities. So in Godric's case, we can trade it for the Axe of Godric. It requires 34 strength and 22 dex. It's a great axe. With a unique Ash of War, I command thee kneel. Great axe wielded by Godric the Crafted. This golden battle axe is emblazoned with a figure of a beast, representing the strength of Godfrey, the first Elden Lord and Patriarch of the Golden Lineage. I command thee kneel, for I am the lord of all that is golden. Unique skill, I command thee kneel. Repeatedly smash the axe of Godric into the ground, unleashing 2 earth-shaking shockwaves, followed with additional input to produce a 3rd shockwave. You saw this move in action at the start of this episode. Godric used that, and we can use it too, if we take his axe. Unfortunately, 34 strength, that's just a bit much. You can also take the Grafted Dragon. The embodiment of power that still remained in the dragon's head was grafted to Godric's left arm. The wield's arm will take the form of a small dragon, sprouting sharp fangs at the fist. This weapon cannot be two-handed. Unique skill, Bear Witness. Grant the small dragon a fleeting glimpse of life and thrust it skyward, spewing flames over a wide frontward area. This one is more feasible. We're only missing 2 points of strength to use it. It's a cute little fist weapon. I've used it in the past. Generally more of a gimmick weapon, but it's fun. And surprisingly deadly. And that unique Ash of War, the Bear Witness, it's good for clearing out large groups of chaff. If you're about to get mobbed by a group of rats from the front, or little soldiers or something, you can bathe the area in fire. But we kind of already have Dragon Breath for that. So for now, I'm just going to let this remembrance sit. We're gonna stew on it for a bit.
Forth. Let the words of the fingers guide you.
Instead, we're going to quickly, because that's what we're also doing this episode, we're gonna talk to Rogier! Because we saw something down there, man.
Always good to see you safe. So, what do you need?
Yeah, the corpse under Stormveil.
The misshapen corpse under Stormveil. That is a sacred relic of the Black Knives plot, as that famed night of assassination is known. It happened during the golden age of the Erd Tree, long before the shattering of the Elden Ring. Someone stole a fragment of the Rune of Death from Malekith, the Black Blade, and on a bitter night, murdered Godwyn the Golden. That was the first recorded death of a demigod in all history, and it became the catalyst. Soon, the Elden Ring was smashed, and thus sprang forth the war known as the Shattering. I once wished to become a scholar, you see. I've spent many an hour scouring the archives for knowledge of that fateful plot. The world has grown crooked, and if you intend to put it to rights, you'd better understand what happened to make it this way. And that thing is to blame for the shape I'm in now. I urge the utmost caution. Don't disturb the corpse more than necessary.
Yeah, so I'm thinking maybe... Crazy theory that just sprouted into my head. Maybe Rogier plucked the eyes. And maybe that's why he got into contact with the force, with the power of death too much. And why he's now slowly dying here, as his body is being corrupted inside out from Deathroot. It's a theory. Ah! And this door is now open. Oh, there's so much stuff happening. This might end up being a long episode.
You again. I thought you'd receive a summons to the Round Table. Nefeli. We met at Stormveil.
Yep.
I'm glad to see you here. I have something for you. I found it in Godric's grafting grounds. You were the one to defeat him, I would hazard. Make good use of it. I don't intend to make a habit of scavenging corpses.
The Arsenal Charm, which increases carrying capacity when you equip it.
Ah, yes. I wonder if you've met my foster father. He's in his study. The room Ensha's guarding just over there. If you haven't already, I advise you introduce yourself. Father is leader of the Round Table. I'm sure talking to him will be worth your while. It's about time I headed off. I'll see you again, warrior, should the fates deign it.
She is really cool. Yeah, her foster father is Gideon Ofnir.
You've received the wisdom of the Two Fingers, have you not? Then I bid you welcome, as a true member of the Round Table. I am known as Gideon Ofnir, as a tarnished who wishes to stand before the Elden Ring and become Elden Lord. I am accumulating knowledge. To be all-knowing.
All-knowing!
To a select group of fellows. As such, I ask that you remain constant.
Fair enough. So, I think that's enough for this episode. We probably recorded a lot. It's gonna be a bitch to edit. But I'll see you next time.
Hey.